put that at the listening pause?
I still have that on my phone.
Dog, what's his name? Freaka was like, yeah, when I was doing it, it just sounded so tight.
All right, and we're back on mic check. Southeastern Zone 90.9 KSL. Can you hear it? I can hear you. You can turn it up right there.
Oh, there you go.
Okay, so we just heard Out My Window featuring from True School for the Moon Children. Before that, Pyrotechnics featuring Timmy Laser. Here's a question for you. You shot a video on campus today. You had books in your book bag as a child.
Yeah.
Was school ever an option? Did we do school, or did we just jump straight into rap after high school? Or like, I mean, I'm sure you've always known.
You know, with this stuff, you really have to have a plan. Like, I jumped into this straight after high school and I was like, dang, what I'm gonna do? Type of thing. I'm being real with you. Like, it was like, I'm tight. I know I'm tight. I know I have to drive to do this. It just, you have to figure out. It's kind of like you have to throw yourself into something and then just go from there and really just start planning and having a vision. So, like, that trumped me wanting to go to school. Like, Trump. I don't know, I just followed that feeling.
Do you ever wish you would have taken a couple classes, at least the cool ones?
I mean,
What cool
yeah.
ones?
I mean, I don't regret nothing that I've ever done. And I kind of don't wish it, because if I was in school, I wouldn't have been able to do the things that I did.
And you can always still do school,
Yeah,
so it's not like
I
something.
plan on it. I plan on it.
I guess that's a better question. Yeah.
Like school, it works. You know, if you just figure out, I don't know, it just works. I think people should go to school. You know, not every school ain't for everybody.
No, certainly not. I
You
guess.
don't always have to go straight out. of high school.
Right. I see it different now.
Right.
So it's cool. I'm always on camp.
Yeah.
I'm always here.
On the subject of, I guess, things just working themselves out.
Right.
You go to when True School dropped in February.
Yeah.
You go to every blog. DJ Booth had it up. But wherever you go, it kind of gives you like a description of the artist, whatever. And it'll say Chels, who's got co-signs from Erykah Badu, and what else did they say? Like Amanda Diva or Amanda Seals.
That's my home.
You have co-sign from Erykah Badu.
Yeah.
And I kind of want to get this out the way, because like you see that, and I guess sometimes either A, people think it's fluff, B, it's like, she has co-signs for Erykah Badu. Like what? Like where? I don't know. Like how does that start? Where did that come from?
That started way in high school, before like people even really like knew that I rapped. Cause no one knew that in my high school that I rapped, and I was just never really like loud about it until I did like this English project, and one of the options was to write a song about Edgar Allan Poe, so I did it.
Okay.
But,
And you
yeah.
just
I was
pulled everyone
Poe like
away,
Edgar
huh?
Yeah, it was
Allan.
like stuff was just different after that. That was junior year in high school. But yeah, the cosign, all that stuff happened when I was like 15 on MySpace.
MySpace.
Yeah, MySpace was MySpace. I held it down on MySpace.
So what? Erykah Badu was just in your top friends, and y'all.
I mean, I'm like that.
Well, how do
She
you?
just heard your
That's how
song.
she come across me.
She just found you online.
Nah, Jay Electronic.
Okay. See, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm trying to pull it out of you. Seals was the same way. That's an internet thing.
Yeah. I mean, I think I actually reached out to her. Just like, I just really want you to listen to my song.
Right.
You know, it wasn't nothing else. I just wanted to be heard.
So-
You were hurt.
Yeah, that's all I wanted. Cause that all that co-signing stuff is cool, but if you're not doing the work, none of that stuff don't matter.
Right.
Like I'm about this work. Like let's get stuff done.
What was I about to
I
say?
appreciate it though.
With, I guess, the internet, hooking you up with those people, do you like the way that, I guess, I say industry, but just like, I guess the scene has adapted to the way that the internet has allowed it to expand? Just you can hook up and link with anybody
Yeah,
via
man, that
the
stuff
internet.
Crazy, man, that stuff crazy. Like it's just like that. Everybody is just so like just there. for you to reach out. But that it's all time
Yeah.
and stuff. It's cool.
Have you linked up with anybody that you've done work with or plan on doing
What you
work
mean?
with? D-Lane, I know you know who that is. His new project is completely produced by someone who lives in Boston, Massachusetts, who he's never met, but they just got together and make really good music together. Like, have you met or gotten in contact with anyone online and like music has come from that, or like?
Zero.
Yeah.
California. Oh my God, it's from Long Beach.
Is that guy you were telling me before?
Possibly.
This dude is amazing, man. Like, that's one of the best experiences I've had, like, working with him. Because it's just like artists understand artists. Human being feels for a human being. Like,
Right.
None of that other stuff. We just connected spiritually and stuff. And just made music from it.
Is that music that we can hear?
I mean, that's one. I haven't done anything recently with him. We're actually going to very soon. We did a song on our first mixtape, Woke Up Dream. It's called Soul Plane.
Oh, okay. That you did a lot of shows after that, right?
Yeah. I didn't even realize I was doing all that. So it was just like every month. I was like, man, I gotta do at least one show every month.
Should we expect to see Chels live soon?
Yeah, man, that's coming soon.
Speaking of coming soon, you talked about shooting a video for The Hustle today. That will be the next song that we're getting into. That's a personal favorite. I say personal favorite, but the whole project, like, I can't turn it on. I'll say I'll have this particular song in mind, like, oh, I want to listen to The Lesson, or I want to listen to The Hustle, or this.
See, it was made to be like one complete thought.
Well, I was gonna say I just keep them running.
Like it's like one complete thought, but different emotions.
Right.
Like JFK is different from Soul Chels joint.
Mhm.
Soul Chels joint it's different from Out My Window. Out My Window is different from The Lesson and Pyrotechnics, and so on. So there's just different emotions.
But at the end of the day, you have to listen to them together.
Yeah.
You don't have a choice.
That's what it's for.
And then The Lesson is the other one we'll get into, featuring
Ace Boogie, right?
and Ace.
Yeah, he actually mixed and mastered.
I was about to say, that's a Hammond engineer
Yeah.
right there. Like, people sleep on Hammond, I think.
How did you get into working with him?
We met through friends. Like, I just meet people through, like, just people. It just works. So.
All right, well, you want to get into The Hustle? You want to talk about anything to say about The Hustle, man?
The Hustle.
I mean, look for the video, obviously, coming out soon.
I love that track. I don't want to sound vain,
It's okay.
but that song has to be one of my personal favorites that I've ever done. That song is cool.
So it's not weird listening to yourself?
No, it was at first. Like, it was the weirdest thing ever.
I know I hate listening to
I
myself.
hated hearing my voice. It's like, oh my God, I didn't know I sounded like that. Until, you gotta figure it out. Like, figure out how your voice sounds in your throat and how to project it,
When I was younger, I used to think it was really weird to see, like, Christmas videos of myself,
Yeah.
or, like, wait, that's how I sound like? Because I guess it's a different perception from when you see it on film and when you hear it yourself in person. It's weird how that works.
Yeah, it's weird. It's one of those weird things in life.
So you
But-
used to it now, huh?
Oh yeah, I could listen to myself like it.
Do you listen to yourself a lot? Like, do you critique yourself, I guess?
I do. I
Afterwards?
wouldn't say I just really just listen to myself, but I listen to these songs like a lot and see, because that stuff I probably would have done different.
Mhm.
Because I'm still growing as an artist, and at that time when I was doing True School, I never really recorded like that, like ever. So it was that whole thing was just a learning process. So
Well, you're doing great so far, Chels. Miranda, if you are ready, it sounds like awkward every time. Like, hey. But we're going to run The Hustle from True School for the Moon Children. Right after that, we're going to get into The Lesson. But here it is right now on mic check. Oh, that one worked cool. Cool. All right, and we're back on Southeastern Zone 90.9 KSLU. You're listening to Mic Check, and we're getting caught up with Chels in our wonderful studio room. You like our facilities over here?
I love it, man. This is gonna be the spot.
We're gonna be doing some cool stuff in here. So we just heard The Lesson, Ace Boogie, The Hustle.
I think I'm in love with The Hustle.
Oh, for real?
Yes.
That's what's up.
You got a new fan.
That's what's up.
That's got to be a good feeling. All right, so the next song that we're gonna get into is called History.
Mm-hmm.
That is with the homie
Luke St. John.
which leads me to my next question.
Yeah, man, actually, oh wait, go ahead.
Well, I was just gonna say, when I hear Luke St. John, sometimes now I hear Luke St. Chels.
Luke St. Chels, yeah, man.
It's just like
that was like cosmic, like I think he
Luke
would
St. Chels.
Mm-hmm.
Like Luke we was at the studio one day, and he was just stumbling over his words, and he just said his name's Luke St. John Chels, and he was like Luke St. Chels, and I was like, whoa, that's it. And we just been sticking with it.
Since that day, I've been anticipating like an entire entity that is Luke St. Chels.
Me and Luke St. John are gonna like put it down real soon.
I think the first time that we all like this whole, you know how I told you like we had Edie Nicks on the show a couple weeks ago, and he kind of was one of those people that in the beginning like sparked my interest in all this.
Oh yeah. He changed your life.
Yeah. But like Chelsea and Luke were there too. We Chris, my friend Chris and I, we wrote a song with Chelsea and Luke like in a day, and from that point on just didn't stop, and now I'm here doing interviews. Like
That's crazy.
We were just saying like
stuff just happens like crazy.
Never did we think that I'd be sitting here, conducting an interview with Chelsea of all people, like.
I don't know the future. I ain't come here to tell you how this gon' end. I came here to tell you how it's gon' begin. I'ma pick up this microphone and then I'ma show these people what you don't want them to see. I'ma show them a world without you, a world without rules and controls, without borders or boundaries, a world where anything is possible. Where we go from there, the choice I leave to you.
These 16 bars be a blessing. I know what it's like to have nothing in my life. Nothing designer, just honor and just strife. And I'm pushing through the pushers who pushing nothing but hype. I can see that they're looking, I'm looking over a mic, and everything is alright. Moonchild of the night, as we zoom past our doom, so consumed in the light. All this time, all this space, so much room to be bright. Higher levels of consciousness, we ill and it's tight, so I put them on game just to show them what it's like. The combustion in the flame, over tussling in this bright sight. That is not my stilo, I'm just lethal with the mic. Making music for the people, what I'm dreaming, it's the sequel, it's the animal, star stuff in my being. A rapper with a reason, won't settle for less, won't even settle for decent. If it isn't the best, then it'll never be pleasing to me.
They believe in. I often wonder if they seeing what I'm seeing. Night vision type of rhythm, feel the breathings of a heathen. Tell me your dreams, cause I wanna know. Take off your cool and just let it go, because it's all good. Don't forget it's all good to live your life and want the wood grain.